Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nirvana song tier list. On my screen behind me, if I shrink my camera, I have a big selection of Nirvana music from several albums. We have Bleach, we have In Utero, we have Incesticide, we have Nevermind, we have some other things from Nevermind, and then some of them are from like sessions or demo recordings. And then there's a separate little one down here for just an offside single. It's You Know You're Right, and then there's Unplugged. So in this tier list, I will be going just through all these left to right, row by row, and I will be putting a well, not putting, I will I have a Spotify tab on my other monitor that I'll be playing a 20-second, 10, 20-second segment, depending on what part of the song is what. I'll be playing it, and then I will rate the song based off of that small segment that I play. I haven't listened to most of these in a while, so it's not going to be biased or anything. So, without further ado, I'd say we can get started. Okay, so first song we have is Swap Meet, and this is now where I will start playing the music. I'll say the song, and then I'll start playing a little bit. Alright, and now here's where I would start rating the song. By the way, our tiers, we have F being worse, D almost worse, C pretty close to worse, just I would say that's like bad, B alright, A good, S great, SS my favorite song. I will give that the title for my favorite songs. And now I would rate Swamp Meat, and I'll give a little bit of critique. I actually liked Swap Meet. I almost smiled when that guitar riff came in because I haven't listened to most of these in a while, and it honestly kind of hit hard. So I'm already gonna start off strong. Put that in the A tab. Next we have Mr. Mustache. Mr. Mustache, giving it credit because it is the most complex Nirvana song, at least on Bleach. Not sure about out there completely. I will give it some credit, so it's not gonna be a C, but I am going to put it at B because I'm not really a fan of the vocals there. It's just kind of like it sounds like he's grunting, and it's just like not really how Kurt sounded near the end or in his better songs. Next we have Sifting. Alright, I like that one a little more than Mr. Mustache. Um, but I would say it was about as good. Because I obviously not hearing lyrics because I'm only giving it 20 seconds, which means that none of these are fully my opinion. Um, I liked it a lot, mostly because of like the dun, 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 like the palm muting strum, which is it's like I like doing things like that. Like in my music, I'm trying to do that. So I'm gonna throw it up into a beat that the dun, 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 throws it up to a beat. Next we have Big Cheese.
Big cheese, make me braces. Go the office.
All right, yep. I definitely have heard that a bunch of times in my life, but based off of that 20 seconds, I'm forced to criticize it or give a critique or rate it off of. I would give that an A. I like the way that it kicked in using feedback. It sounds nice. It is the volume control in the beginning. He's literally doing that by pushing his fingers down, just on the frets, making the power chord note. Um, but when he does the dun, he twists the tone up to go up, or the volume. Now he's just, and that's what I like about it. He put a unique method into making that sound cool, and I like it. Next we have Downer.
Put your sincerity, act out of loyalty. Defend your free country, wish away from pain. Hand on the bottom, it's a safe little family. Surrealistic fantasy, flamboyant.
Okay, Downer. I've never really fully liked Downer. I just don't like the way he does the vocals. It's kind of like sifting. It's just like Mr. Mustache and sifting. I don't like the way he executes the lyrics, but it's the way he did some of the other songs they're just better. It's maybe the instrumentals that bring it down with it, but I'm gonna have to put that one in a C because I'm just not a big fan of it. Next, we have Blue. Yep, I'm definitely putting Blue up on A. I love that bass line. I love the way that his voice matches perfectly with the notes of the guitar. Not much to say about that one. It's just briefly, it's a good song. Next, we have Floyd the Barber. Okay, yep, I really like that one because of the drums. They're so fun to play when you're doing a cover of the song. And I like the way that he does the palm mute strumming again, and it matches with the kick drum. It matches with the toms being hit. It sounds really nice. It makes it sound like kind of heavy metal, but the tone makes it grungy. It's a really nice mix. I think it's cool. I'm gonna put it with A. Next is About a Girl. This is one a lot of people know. Okay, I really like a lot of things about this song. I like the bass line in the background, and I like the way that the drums play out in the beginning. That's a pretty nice sounding thing that like I can't even play that. I'm not saying it's hard, but I am saying that I do like the sound of it, and it's like a weird combination of drums and the hi hat. So I'm definitely gonna put About a Girl in an S because the solo also sounds very good. Let me see if I can skip to it. What about you? You know, like it's such a nice sounding solo, and it's such a simple thing to play. And it's like such a cool thing to think about. Like, how does just someone think about playing something so simple? How do they not go for the harder things? Why do they choose to play so easy? And that's just what Kurt did with solos all the time. Next, we got School. I would probably put School in an A as well. I really like that feedback gain that he does in the beginning. I didn't actually notice till now until I was taking a really close listen. You can actually hear him knocking on the back of the fretboard, which is pretty cool. Adds to the uniqueness and it really shows you, what situation they were in at that time because they were just in a tiny recording studio. They weren't using top of the line recording gear to record that song. Next, we have Love Buzz. Alright, yep, Love Buzz is also gonna go in an S because I love that. It's really hard to play, or not really, that's an overstatement. But on a guitar, it's like a really weird thing to play because you're going it's kind of like hammer-ons or pull-offs, I forget what they're called, but on a string you go and then you just pull off of it, and then you go down to the B string, and then you go down to the G string, but then down one fret, and then you do, and it sounds cool. Like, just doing that quickly sounds cool. It sounds like you're shredding the guitar more than you actually are. So I'm gonna put Love Buzz there. Also compared to what the original song is, because it is a cover, it sounds so much better. Next we have Paper Cuts. Okay, yeah, I haven't heard that one in a while, so I'm basically blind ranking this one right here. Again, I love the heavy metal grunge sound. It's cool. I haven't heard enough of it, obviously, so I'm probably just gonna have to put it in A, but I do love the sound of that. It makes it sound so heavy, but like the trebled tone just makes it sound so grungy. Next, Negative Creep. I like that riff a lot. It's simple, but it's cool. You know, just like a lot of Nirvana riffs, like. Uh, I wouldn't say I've heard enough of it to put it in an S. It is really close though. The drums, you know, I would say I wouldn't know how to explain this. They're like distinctive to every strum of the guitar. Like, say if someone were to strum a guitar like da 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 da, it's like if the drummer was hitting the ride cymbal every single string or every single strum. So like da 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 da, it's. I would just say that like Chad Channing, I guess his style of drumming was just to be exactly on with the guitar, and you know I get that, but just personally I don't like that. So I'm gonna have to put it in A. And then lastly, almost last on Bleach, we have Scoff, which I've actually never listened to. I like that. That sounds like an easy thing to drum. It sounds good, and it's just simple. That's what I like in music because if things sound cool but they're simple to play, then it's gonna be really cool to play. But I haven't heard vocals yet, and I've just heard like the same strum, kick drum thing that I've heard the whole time. So I'm gonna have to put this in an A tier. I'm kidding. I was gonna put it in B just to prank, but no. I think that it belongs in A with a lot of these. Next on in utero, we now have is radio friendly unit shifter. And unsurprisingly to me, I'm gonna be putting radio friendly unit shifter in an S. I absolutely love that effect that he does with polychorus in the beginning. It sounds so cool. And I love drums on In Utero. I'm probably gonna be putting quite a bit of songs from In Utero on S tier. I'm going to be honest, because I love the drums, that the reverb that drums have, because In Utero is kind of meant to be like a mellow sounding album, kind of like Nevermind is supposed to be like a watery album, and then you have like that really just liquidy tone, that watery the album cover. So I do like a lot of the In Utero stuff, and it's probably going to be a lot more S's than A's now. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good first placement on In Utero. Next, we have Tourette's.
Moderate rock.
Okay, yep. For comedy purposes, I'm gonna put that one in an A only. Realistically, it'd probably be a B, just because the vocals are not all the way there. But the moderate rock, and then he just goes to screaming his absolute lungs out. I think it's funny. So, next we have All Apologies.
Life is filled with unexpected costs. It's only human to want to keep things simple. Introducing the new TD Clear credit card with no late fees, no interest, and just a simple monthly fee. To learn more about credit costs and terms, call 1-844-TD-CLEAR. TD Bank, unexpectedly human.
Yeah, I'm gonna be putting all apologies in an S tier because when it's kind of undescribable from my perspective for someone else to really understand. But when I'm feeling like really down, it like kind of helps me describe what the tone feels like. It makes me feel from like a third person point of view what I'm feeling myself somehow. Like I can kind of understand myself as if I was someone else. And I really like that. And I really like the end where it gets distorted. No, I like that. It's nice. It just adds energy to like a sad, like a somewhat sad song that is supposed to create a dark mood, but it's not supposed to be super dark. Next we have Serve the Servants. Another S tier from me because I like the understandable lyrics for that one. When you actually know what the song's about, they really make sense. But not only that, the riff is so unique and out of the box. And I love, the double snare hits that are being used in the song. The amount of them they're being used, I just like them a lot. They sound cool, just like in Teen Spirit, like the just that. So I'm definitely gonna have to put that in S. Next we have Soundless Apprentice. I'm already telling you I'm probably gonna put this in S. I love this song. Yep. Told you. Soundless Apprentice, S. I absolutely love that drum thing in the beginning. It took me so long to learn how to do that on actual drums, and sometimes I still trip up, but it's so cool sounding. And I can't really describe how it really just like the cool sound of it. It's just something that you kind of have to hear, and you will understand. So that's an S tier easily. And now we got Heart-Shaped Box. Yep. I'm also going to be putting that one in S tier because I like the tone of it. It's such a dry, just twangy treble tone. I can tell he played it on probably a Mustang. Kurt was a big Mustang guy. I love the solo for that song too. If you haven't heard it, I would suggest you go listen to all of Heart Shaped Box. It sounds so good. So that's a deserving S tier. Next we have Rape Me.
Rape me, rape me, my friend.
I have to stop listening to that before YouTube targets me down. But I do love that guitar tone. I've actually recreated it myself, and it's my favorite thing that I have saved on my amp. So I am going to be putting that in S tier yet again. Next we have Frances Farmer. Will have her revenge on Seattle.
Yes, I'm relieving, now that you're leaving, soon as you get paid.
Yep. That one's, again, as well, going in an S tier. I love the drums on it. I love the complexity of them. Compared to Bleach, you know, when Chad Channing was just doing, like, the basic every beat drum hits, it's so much more, like, energetic. And it's just the way it sounds, you know, the complexity of it. He's just hitting things that you wouldn't expect him to hit, but they make sense. It sounds good. And I love the out of, trying to think of the word. It sounds out of usual from, like, what Nirvana would kind of usually write. I love that. Don't. I love that, too. He's hitting that, at least from what I think, the way I play it, he's hitting that D string to go the down. And it just sounds cool. You know, it's the simple things that make the song sound better. Next is Dumb.
I'm not like them, back into town. The sun is gone, and I had a light. The day is done, and I'm having fun. I think I'm dumb, maybe just happy.
This is the second In Utero song that I'm actually going to be putting in A. Now, I think it would be relatable for people who are in my situation, because, you know, it's a good song. I like the lyrics, I just like the softness of it, and it really shapes out that whole mellow sounding tone of the whole entire album. It's just the fact that, you know, it's less energetic, which means there's a less of a chance I would be, like, hyped up enough to listen to it a bunch. And that's the case, you know. I listen to it if I get it on my my autoplay on my Spotify, but there's nothing much else that I really listen to it from. So, like, I wouldn't go out of my way to search it on Spotify or on YouTube. But I still like it. You know, it's a pretty quick, easy write. Next we have Fairy Ape. Yep, and another one going in the S tier. I absolutely love that crunchy guitar tone. It sounds so good with that riff, that it sounds so good. And that's just, like, it's one of those things where you can say so many things about the song that you like, but you can't really find the words for them, and I don't really have the time for them. You know, I'm gonna have to edit this video, and by the time I get through the rest of these songs, it's probably gonna be like 2 hours, because I'm already 30 minutes into recording, and I only have probably around like 10 to 12 songs. I haven't really counted, but yeah. So for the sake of myself, I'm just keeping it brief listens. You know, brief opinions. Next we got Milk It. Now, I'm giving Milk It only an A tier. I don't like the song a lot, but you know, it's good. I'm giving it credit because of how complex that guitar and drumming, like lining those up is. It's really difficult if you were to try to write that from scratch and line those up. Learning that guitar riff for me took like 10 minutes when usually learning a simple guitar riff with power chords only would take me like probably about like 2 minutes just to even get used to it. So I'm giving props to Kurt, giving props to Dave Grohl for being able to drum that on beat and finding that correct tempo because it sounds good too. It sounds fucking amazing. Next we got Penny Royalty.
I'm on my time with everyone. I have very bad posture. Sit and drink Penny Royalty.
Yep, I love that drum fill. I love that. I'm pretty sure he's using that Stella harmony that he had, that 12-string guitar with only 6 strings, and a Mustang for that beginning tone. I love those together. This sounds so good. I love just how mellow it sounds. Again, you know, just the whole album is supposed to give off this mellow tone. It's just like the background does it. It's just, it sounds good. And I was really happy when I learned that beginning riff because of that how that tone is. I love that sound with the Stella harmony. It sounds really nice. It was pretty exciting for me when I learned that. Next we have Aero Zeppelin. Gotta see if it's actually on the playlist because Spotify did give me shit when I was trying to make this playlist. It did not, so I just gotta quick search it.
What's the season around with kind of anything? What's the reason around with kind of anything? What's the meaning of crime? It's kind of anything.
Okay. I'll give that an A tier. Because, to be honest, well, not to be honest, it's not that hard of a thing to be honest about. You know, I didn't get hooked on it that hard as if I were to listen to like something from Nevermind that I like. Cause you know, like I'm only giving it up to like 30 seconds just for the sake of my editing. But if I were to listen to more, I probably would have bumped it up to an S, maybe even my favorite songs, because it was beginning to sound good. But I would say it was really close to getting an S, but I'm gonna keep it at A. Let's see what we have next. We got Aneurysm. Let's see if I have that one on the playlist. I do not. This is the last one of the night, by the way. If anyone's curious, I'm doing this shit at 10:45 p.m. I'm tired. Last one of the night. You know, again, I don't even know if I've said this originally, but Kurt Cobain did know how to make really weird, cool sounds with his guitars. And Dave Grohl doing that little drum when it kicked into that riff, it sounded really nice together. And I would say that I'm gonna give that an S because that's an especially fun song to play, because later in the song it like pretty frequently bounces back and forth between distortion and no distortion. So it tests your pedal pressing powers and your abilities to be able to hit the distortion pedal that frequently. But yeah, that is my last one of tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, I'm back. It's a new day, finally. Man, I do not feel like recording right now, but I power through it because I kind of have to. But yeah, let's get back to it. All right, our next song is, hold on, we have to get it ready. Our next song is Been a Sun.
The song's called Been a Sun.
And I'm going to put Been a Sun in S tier because I like the harmonizing on it, and it's a live version, but even the studio version just kind of hits me in a spot that I like. It sounds good, so definitely gonna put that in an S tier. Next song is Son of a Gun. This one is on Side. I don't know if it's officially on there, but it's on there. I actually really liked that. I loved the tone of that. That kind of like, it reminded me as if I was like watching like a Disney movie or something. Just like it's got that just positive movie feel to it. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that to an S tier. I actually really liked that. I'm honestly considering adding that to my playlist. Right now, I only have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 20, 31, 34, 37, 40, 43, 46, 49. I have 49 songs left. I'm just gonna push my way through this. I'm trying so hard. So now we have Polly with the Incesticide background, which means that it's Polly New Wave, I believe. Yep.
Polly wants a cracker. Think I should get off her first. Maybe she wants some water to put out the blowtorch. Isn't me? Have a seat. Let me clip dirty wings. Let me take a ride. Or just say.
But yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna put it in an A because it sounds cooler compared to the original, but even then I just wasn't really that big of a fan of Polly. Next we have Big Long Now. I mean, I'm not really a big fan. I'm gonna put that in A. But you know, it sounds pretty cool. I have a friend who actually said it sounds it kind of sounds like extraterrestrial. You know what I mean? Like just I kind of understand where he's coming from. It does sound just like that weird. It's kind of like it's just an alienated sound. The riff is so unearthly. Next we have Dive. Yep. Actually, we have our first of the day. My favorite songs. I love Dive. It sounds so good. The main part too. Let me play that for you real quick. It sounds so good. I love it. Alright, what song's next? We got Sliver. For a while, I actually called Sliver Silver. Me and my friend both did.
Mom and Dad went to a show. They dropped me off at Grandpa Joe's. I kicked and screamed, said please no. Grandma take me home. Grandma take me home. Grandma take me home.
Yep. That actually gets really close to being in my favorites. I love that bass in the beginning. I love songs that start with a bass and it just, like, the guitar comes in and just merges and it sounds so good together. But, it's not quite my favorite songs. It's just, you know, it's like, you sometimes can't describe why a song isn't your favorite, but it sounds good. And that's just kind of what I feel like right now. Next, is Turnaround. There it is.
Take a step out of yourself and turn around. Take a look at who you are. It's pretty scary. So silly.
I mean, that sounds pretty good. I'll put that in A. I've never heard that one before. There's actually a very select few of these which I've never heard before. Like, I've never heard Mexican Seafood. I've never heard Jam, and I don't even know what this one is right here. So I might have to skip that because I can't understand what that is whatsoever. But I'd say that its rightful spot is an A. Next we have Molly's Lips, which is, I believe, a cover.
She said she'd take me anywhere. She'd take me anywhere as long as she stays with me. She said she'd take me anywhere. She'd take me anywhere as long as I stay clean. Kiss, kiss Molly's lips. Kiss, kiss Molly's lips. Kiss, kiss Molly's lips.
It's such a good sounding song. Now we have our second of the day. Molly's Lips into my favorite songs. It's gotta go there in my opinion. And next we have a blind reaction. Mexican Seafood. I've never heard this song ever.
pertaining to fungus mold. It's my injection home. It's only all just affection. Oh, will you hurt tonight? Until I pay. Oh, will you hurt tonight?
I mean, it's not bad. It's a pretty good sounding song. I've never listened to it, so I'm going to put an A. It would probably take some time for me to get like into it if I were to actually ever do that, but I like how it sounds, so I'll put it in A. Pretty close to an S. Let's see what's next. We got Hairspray Queen next. I have a friend who really likes this song, so we are going to see if he's got good taste. Okay, let me skip to a random point in the song, just later in the song, and see if I'm gonna be honest. I do know this song. I remember this song, but I forgot this is the one where he does that. And I'm not like really a big fan of the songs where he does the song or kind of stuff. So I'm gonna put it in a B. I like the instrumental though. The drums sound good. Next we have Steam. We're almost done with Incesticide as a whole. So let's make our way through this. Yep, I'm putting that in an S. It's so close to being in my favorite songs. It just doesn't quite hit it yet though. But I love that riff so much. Oh my god, I love it. I forgot about how good that riff was. Next we got Beeswax. 2 more songs on Incesticide. Put that one in an A. It's honestly kind of close to a B, but he's not completely doing that squealing voice, so it sounds a little better. And now, lastly, on Incesticide, we have Downer. Exactly what you're thinking if you're actually watching this far. Yes, we listened to it. So we're putting it exactly where it was. All right, that's all that was Incesticide. Let's go. We completed one of the albums, and now we have Nevermind. I personally own this album, so I'm somewhat excited for it because it's definitely my favorite Nirvana album. Okay, first we have Stay Away. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in an A. I'm gonna put. I like that riff. It just doesn't sound like that catchy to me, but I'll listen to it if it's on. Next, we have On a Plane, down to drop tuning for this one.
Start this song without any words. I got so high, strapped till I bled. Love myself better than you. Know it's wrong, so what should I do?
Yep, I like that song so much, so it's gonna go to an S because not only do I like playing it, it's fun to play. The lyrics are simple to remember. It's just overall a good song. Next, we have Something in the Way.
Underneath the bridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in A. I love how much the bass and the guitar line up. It sounds really good. I feel bad for the song because it got used in Batman, and that was the only reason that song became known by modern day people. Besides people who actually learned what Nirvana was and listened their way to it. So unfortunately that bunks it down. But personally, I never found the song to be that catchy. It's the same lines going over and over. Next we have Endless Nameless, hidden track. Alright. And now, based off of that, I'm putting it in an A. But it would probably be, like, realistically, just like up here, very close to an S, if I were to have included the part that he gets to, like, the clean guitar tone where he's like, mama. But I still like it, so don't get upset. Next. No more needed. I don't need to play anymore. But it is going in an S because I love the solo. I like the guitar tone. It's so clean and trebled, and I love that drum fill. Lastly, it's such a cool thing to play too. It hypes you up to play it. So I obviously have to bump it up to an S. Keep it there too. Next we have in blue. And yet again, I'm going to be putting that in an S. I love the drums in that beginning part, it sounds really good with that riff. Come As You Are next. S because I absolutely love the chorus on that song and it fits so good. No more needed to say than that for just that little time frame that it had to be played. Next, Breed. I'm gonna put it in A. I'm sorry. It would be really close to an S. I've just heard it so many times at this point that I can't really hear it like as a hype up anymore. Next, Lithium.
I'm so happy, cause today found my friends are in my head. I'm so ugly, that's okay, cause so are you. Book on ears, Sunday morning is every day for all I care, and I'm not scared.
Alright, I'm putting Lithium in S. I do love that chorus on the guitar tone again, but it's not really strong, so it just kind of gives it its own little unique tone. It's kind of iconic at this point, and it just brings me back to 2021 when I first listened to the song. I no more needed to be said than that from me. I just like the sound of it, simply. Next, Polly, regular.
Polly wants a cracker. Think I should get off her first. Think she wants some water to put out the blowtorch. Isn't me? Haven't seen.
Putting Polly in an S. I like when the bass kicks in. I just like that. It's so simple for the drummer. No, it's a little too simple for the drummer, but you know, it's still nice. It doesn't need more than that for that calm of a song. You know, he's using a raw acoustic guitar. I assume it's his Stella Harmony. Again, it sounds like that. So, you know, it's all that needs to be pointed out there. Next, Territorial Pissings.
Come on, people now! Smile on your brother! Everybody get together! Try to love one another right now!
When I was an alien.
I'm putting that in S. You know, they give us this really good hype up guitar tone and riff and the drum roll, and they know how to execute it perfectly. They take it like right into a main distortion part. That just sounds so good. Next, Drain You. The song carried my 8th grade school year.
One baby, two, another says I'm lucky to meet you. I don't care what you think, unless it is about me. It is now my duty to completely drain you. I travel through to end up in your affection. Shooting me for you, passing.
Like I said, this song carried my 8th grade school year, so I'm putting it up to my favorite songs. First Nevermind song on favorite songs, and you know, I love that clean riff. It's such a watery riff. It really makes you feel that album cover. So it definitely fits. I love it. Next, we have Lounge Jack.
Covered in security, I can let you smell me. Like to go to good work, trade it up, taking turns. Don't regret a thing, I got this friend you see. Makes me feel not wanting more than I could steal.
This song carried my ninth grade school year. I really love when he kicks into that, the I got this friend you see part. It sounds so good. This song definitely made me happier in sadder times. So I'm definitely gonna give it its honorable mention and put it yet again up to my favorite songs. Because if I were to not put up my favorite songs, then it would be criminal. That bass fill also, it's so fun to play on bass. I have a friend who hates this song. He said he's tired of it, and personally it hurts, but you know it's his opinion. Next is back to Bleach in some sort of way because it's a little bit of a demo. We have Breakthrough off of Bleach. See. Wow, it's not even it's not even on Spotify. Okay, I'm going over to YouTube for this one. It's I'm pretty sure they meant Spank Through. I'm gonna hope they meant Spank Through because it says Breakthrough, but it definitely has to mean Spank Through. Because there's never been a breakthrough by Nirvana, I don't think, that I've ever heard of, so. Guess we're going to Spank Through then. Typo from the actual person. It's fine. It's just a simple mistake.
Sorrowless mountain, listen out of the trees, all the flowers of tendinitis. In the words I have believed, be together once again, my love.
Yep, I love the sound of that song. I love Spank Through. It's such a cool guitar riff, too, if you play it in a more open string pattern. So I'm gonna put it up to S. Because it's even for it being one of their literally first songs when they had Chad Channing on drums before they were even Nirvana. When they were called Fecal Matter, they put this on their album called I think it's called like Literacy Will Prevail or something like that. But for being one of their first songs, it sounds very good. So, next song, Intro. Just call it Intro. Hopefully this is actually the right name. And it's on is. There we go.
Good evening. We're Nirvana. It's great to be in the wonderful town of Portland, Oregon. Yeah.
There you guys go. That's Intro. Man, I'm Listen, I'm gonna have to have at least one for the worst. And you know, it doesn't sound bad. Chad Channing on the drums in the background is shredding those drums. He's actually banging them bitches, but it's just an intro to us. It's literally an intro to a song. Not even the actual song. They're literally about to introduce themselves, well, they introduce themselves, and then they're about to do a song. So that there's not much more than that. And I don't even know what this says right here, so we're just putting that all the way at the bottom, and we're going to Marigold. And here we go.
He's there, case I want. He's scared, 'cause I want.
You know, it's just, I'm putting it at an S. That's a probably a rough take for a lot of people, but I like the way it sounds. It's just such a mellow sounding thing. I've said it so many times about In Utero, but it sounds good. This next song, I can't say the name of myself because YouTube will definitely take it down and have a problem with it. But I'll play it. There's that song, guys. It's actually the first difficult one I've had. I'm gonna put it in C. I love the instrumental, but you know, the lack of vocals and just the it could be a little boring at times. So we're gonna cap it at that. But next we have Sappy. Oh my god, I just typoed Sappy so hard in the Spotify search bar. It's the In Utero mix, so we go to this.
Hi, I'm Alicia Marie.
And I'm Remy Cruz.
And we are Pretty Basic.
As two creators with over
I get
10
the
years of
basic
experience, we give our
jump scare
audience the
by
inside
these
scoop on the good, the bad, and the ugly of being an online
my
personality.
big
Tune into
one.
our podcast every Wednesday to hear everything from
Yeah,
the latest in pop culture to honest
basically
conversations
opposite
about
on
mental
the
health
I'm
to
just
our
uploading
most
this one,
embarrassing dating stories.
And you may recognize some of your favorite influencers and celebrities on our show.
You can also join the conversation by asking us for advice on our socials. Think of us as your internet big sisters.
Right
Follow us
now,
on Spotify to stay updated on all of our
I
newest
just kind of
episodes.
wanted
Thank
to
you so much.
share my opinion on all these songs, not really care
And
about
if
it.
you
But here we go.
save yourself, you will make him happy. He'll keep you in a job when you think you're happy. He'll give you breathing holds when you think you're happy. He'll cover you in grass when you think you're happy now. You're in a lot You're in a lot
Kind of got carried away and I let that roll for 40 seconds, but either or, I'm giving that an S because that guitar tone and that guitar riff, it's a really odd sounding one. You wouldn't really ever hear it that much in like something sounding like that with all those different kinds of notes, like minors, majors, all of that mashed together. It's just like one emotion mixed with the other and they just get combined together. They don't, it's like you grab a positive side of a magnet and a negative side and you just force them together, but it sounds good. So next we have I Hate Myself and I Want to Die. My god, I can't type. Here we go. Porno movie. honestly, that's a really good guitar riff. I don't, that bumped it up to an almost S. Shockingly. So I'm gonna put it up there, almost with an S, because I liked it. Nothing really to say than that. And I also like how, like, it just adds life to the song when you hear them talking in the studio in the background. And you hear Kurt laugh, so that's also a good thing to be able to hear. For now, we have a demo. For Nirvana. Yeah, I'll give it a B. There's also two forgotten tunes, so they get put up there, both in the same category, right next to each other. Last in utero one, we have Jam. I don't know if this one will be on here. It will. It will be. It's another demo. 5 minutes and 35 seconds. No, honestly, he was kind of shredding that guitar in the beginning, and that made it go up to an A. I'm not even lying. That made it go up to an A. I loved how that sounded for a second, but nothing ever lasts forever. So it went straight to nonsense with the guitar, but it still sounded good. Couple more Nevermind that we have here. These are all demos, mostly, I believe. So we will power through them. I keep making typos. I'm sorry, this is taking way too much longer than it should. Definitely sounds like a Nirvana riff, not because of the tone, but especially because of the simplicity. I'm still gonna bump it up to an A. I like how it sounds. We have Aneurysm again. This is just the B side of Aneurysm, so I'll play a little bit of it. Not as much as I am playing for the rest of them, though. There you go. It basically just makes the riff slower a little bit. It's just a little more separated. But I still like how it sounds. So I am going to find Aneurysm first and put it with that. Wow, I cannot find it. I swear I've done Aneurysm already on here. I've definitely done. Yep, there it is. Okay, I found it. Yeah, so it's gonna go in the same category as Aneurysm because we'll even put them next to each other. Same thing, just a little bit more separated, slowed down at some parts. Curmudgeon. This is the Nirvana Nevermind one. You know what, guy? You know what just bumped it up? The fact that I really wanted that to merge into just like a straight sounding guitar, riff. Like I didn't want it to keep going doing that little wavy thing, and that's exactly what they did. They merged it right back into just a good straight track, and that pushed it up. So I'm gonna give it an A. And D7. I've heard this one before.
Straight as an arrow.
This is a very mellow song. Honestly, I would have preferred if D7 was played in Batman instead of Something in the Way. Because it's like the same kind of, mood, but it just sounds cooler. Next, verse, chorus, verse. I like how that sounds. That sounds pretty good. I also like the rawness of it. So I'll put that in there. Here She Comes Now. I'm sorry, my vision is apparently not good today. Oh, whoops. Forgot. There we go. I'm gonna put that in there as well. That was a very romantic sounding guitar riff. Old Age. Almost done with all of the Nevermind stuff. Stare.
One more day to complete my service. One more how to came my nervous.
Actually, I've never listened to that full song before. I've only really heard like the main part of it. And I like that opening. I'm gonna put that at an S. I'll be generous. Okay, last Nevermind one completely. Pay to play. Here we go. That genuinely flabbergasted me. I did not know that Stay Away was originally pay to play. Wow, I'm putting that up to an S, honestly. I don't care where the original Stay Away is, that just flabbergasted me and that bumped itself up. Wow. Okay, we take it to Nirvana's last ever song. This one was actually not even released till way after Kurt died. I think it was released in 2004. So, we are gonna listen to, and probably, well, actually, no, we're not. We're gonna listen to, but you guys can connect the lyrics to what he would probably be saying as his last message.
I will never bother you. I will never promise to.
Yeah, you know how I said that thing with the lyrics so you can connect them? Didn't give you much to work with, I'm sorry. But you know, it sounds pretty cool. It's I can't say much more than that, you know. I've listened to it a million times. It's just that I don't really have any honest thoughts about it, so I'll put it in A. And now we end it off rightfully with good old raw, just live, possibly some improvising, unplugged, all acoustics, not all acoustic, because there were amps involved. But yeah, we started off with a song that I personally love that they've covered and has a close place in my heart. Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Son, being a cover by Nirvana, covering the Vaselines, covering an old Christian song.
Jesus don't want me for a sunbeam. Sunbeams are not made like me.
I love that song. And you know, it's getting put up to my favorites. It holds a very close place in my heart. It actually carried me through a very tough time in my life, so I love that song. Right after that event, I actually was in a rush to learn it on guitar because I didn't want to know such a good song and not be able to play it on guitar, having the ability to play guitar. So I recommend anybody who's ever having a tough time, they listen to that song because it helps. Next, we have another very, very famous cover that they did of David Bowie's Man Who Sold the World. This one is probably their most popular performance on Unplugged.
We passed upon the stair, spoken wasn't well, although I wasn't there. Said I was his friend, which came as a surprise.
Yep. And first time this has happened, and the last time probably, that we got two my favorite songs in a row. That song also carried me through my 8th grade school year. I liked the live and loud version more, but it still sounds good. It's same tuning and everything. Next, we have a song that they covered by, I don't remember who, called Plateau. So.
Many a hand has scaled the grand old face of the plateau. Some belong to strangers and some to folks you know.
It sounds pretty good. It's just like a western kind of vibe. So I'll give it an I like how it sounds. It still sounds very nice. Next we have Oh Me, yet another cover. It's a Meat Puppet song, by the way.
If I had to lose a mind, if I had to touch feeling, I would lose my soul the way I do.
Sounds very good. Yeah. That's actually one of my favorites from Unplugged, and I'm putting that on S. We have two more in general, because you know that in utero one I can't play because I don't know what it says. So we have Lake of Fire. I actually don't remember who this is a cover for. I think it's another Meat Puppet song though.
Where the bad folks go when they die, they don't go to heaven where the angels fly.
That one's also going on, and I forgot how good that song sounded. So I'm putting that up there with putting that up there right next to Oh Me. Very close to one of my favorites, but I'm only really reserving that for very good covers and or original Nirvana songs. So lastly we have Where Did You Sleep Last Night? Right there. By the way, this is another cover. I don't know who it's covered.
My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, when did you sleep last night?
You said the thing, guys. And to conclude it, I put it at an A. I would say that is a pretty mighty tier list. That's honestly one of, or not one of, that is the biggest tier list that I've ever done in my life. That was huge. Jesus. Well, I'm glad I'm finished with that. Here's the whole thing. You know, that's a big thing, and a big time consumer. But, you know, if you're ever bored and you just want to do something to consume your time, listen to music at the same time, just do that tier list. Do what I just did, you know? Just listen to all these songs individually and just rank them. Even if you've listened to them, just listen to them up and rank them right ahead, you know? Because it doesn't hurt you. But that was the Nirvana song tier list. Over 100 songs, I believe, you know? It's a lot of songs that I just listened to and ranked within an almost 2-day span. So, I am gonna please politely ask you, if you just watched to this point, to consider liking if you actually did watch to this whole point. If you haven't, then, you know, I understand why, because this video is probably over an hour long, I'm not really sure. But, thank you for watching, and a new video coming out soon.